You're very welcome back. If you've ever wondered what some of your favourite A-listers do to keep themselves fit, well, you don't need to wonder any longer.
We're joined on the couch by celebrity trainer and co-CEO of Barry's Gym, Joey Gonzalez. And we're all breathing in.
I was sucking in there for a second. Yeah, I have abs, I swear. They're not flabs at all.
You look great. You're doing a great job.
I may lose my breath in about 5 minutes as I continue to breathe in. Joey, it's great to have you on the show. It really is.
Thank you so much for having me.
And like your story is amazing. You went into Barry's. You were a client.
Yes.
10 years later, you're co-CEO.
Yes.
How does that happen?
Oh boy, it was quite a journey in those 10 years. But I grew up as actually a child actor and knew what it was like at a very young age to love my job and my work. And so once I sunset that career, I was looking for the next thing to feel passionately about. And when I stepped into the studio at Barry's for the first time, I just knew. It was like love at first sweat. I was like, this is it. This is for me. This is my future. So there was no stopping me. From that point on, Barry asked me to be a trainer. I became the GM running the business. And then really invested my life savings in sort of proving its portability, opening new studios around the country.
Yeah, which is amazing because I suppose as a child actor and then to a certain level being a really the elite fitness instructors performer.
Yeah,
you have to be a
that's
performer.
what we are. We call ourselves entertainers at Barry.
Love that word.
That's what we do. Yeah. So we're DJs, we're entertaining, you know.
So was that something that you insisted on in that and in your kind of evolution through the ranks? And what did you bring to it to change it?
I would say, yeah. I mean, at first it was just the basics, right? Creating manuals and text to be able to have an efficient training program and scale the magic of what it is we do. But in addition to that, you know, I think my presence has really helped us focus on when we are hiring and we are training, we're finding fitness superstars that keep you entertained because the workout itself, it's not for the faint of heart, right? It's not the easiest workout in the world. So it really helps that it feels like a party and you're laughing and you're having a good time and yeah.
But you did kick the word boot camp out.
We did. We certainly did. We showed boot camp the door.
Yeah.
Because about, I think, between 12 and 15 years after the business started, not sure if you know, it's the original boutique fitness concept.
Yeah.
It started in 1998.
Yeah.
So Barry's like a mad scientist. I mean, no one else was doing this thing, and now it's a very crowded landscape, right? But the word boot camp really freaked people out. They thought it was an emotional hurdle for them to get over.
It would put people off.
It did, yeah. And our clients just started calling us Barry's. Boot camp just sort of dropped off culturally anyway, so we dropped it. Some people still call us Barry's Boot Camp occasionally, so.
But it doesn't bother you too much. But the brand is huge. It's global now at this point, but very inclusive though.
Yes.
And that's very important to you, isn't it?
Very
personally,
important.
Because you grew up in that environment and needing to be included.
Yes, I grew up very excluded. I was, gay Latino boy growing up in a very homogenous part of the Midwest, and so it was a challenging childhood. But it really gave me, I think, this purpose and passion for creating a culture and experience that includes people and makes everybody feel welcomed and celebrated. So,
is it all fitness levels and all ages and all types?
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely, I think. It has the reputation for being for elite athletes and people who are already fit.
Yeah.
But we are so much bigger than that. And our famous first words when you come to Barry's is, don't be a hero. Just go at your own pace. I have plenty of people who will walk on the treadmill instead of running and sprinting. And people on the floor are choosing their own weights and their own bands. So it really is sort of a choose-your-own-adventure experience.
Okay, so if you're having a bad day, that's okay.
Not straight into the burpees.
Yes, you do you. We always say, you do you. We're just happy you're here.
Yeah. It is a fascinating story and a great situation. We're coming up to June. June is Pride Month.
Yes.
And at Barry's, you say, well, what about Pride Year? You know, we do celebrate the month, but it's the full 12 months.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that.
So Barry has been, Barry himself is gay. I'm obviously gay. It was a founded and gay-led company from its inception. So now we're going on our 27th year. And so we, really value pride, and we celebrate it across. We're now in 15 countries. And so we celebrate, June is our Pride Month, and we do a frequency campaign called United We Barrys. And we really sort of spotlight that throughout the month.
Mm. And because people are looking at this boy and they're thinking, yeah, will I have those sausages, put away the bacon, You actually did take a step back because you became a dad and
Yes.
you wanted to spend some time at home.
Yeah.
So did you let yourself go, Joey?
I did.
Did you get the dad bod, really?
It was really on my first kid. For some reason, I think I was just like checked out, and all I wanted to do was focus on her in every last minute. And so it was my version of letting myself go.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on
Come
now.
on.
I had found myself back by that point. But when she was first born, I had a great first year. And
Were you
don't regret
eating
it.
crisps and chips and pizza?
Honestly, eating whatever I could, whenever I could.
Whenever you could, and the children allowed you to, basically.
Yeah, and at
busy
3 a.m.,
times.
you're up all night. It just was a whole...
Where's the ice cream?
Yes, exactly.
But I suppose a lot of people look. You're talking about Barry's having the reputation of being elite and for elite fitness lovers, but we look at people maybe in Hollywood now. You have the likes of Dua Lipa, the Kardashians, and I suppose we don't realise they have the best of the best training them. You've trained them as well, but they just don't do that from going to the gym twice a week. They don't look like that, which I suppose is refreshing for us to realise, which is our normal people are doing that at home. But what sort of dedication do those people have to show up in class 4 when they are actually looking like that at the end result?
I think it all depends with, first there's genetics. Like, what are you starting with, right? Because there are people who look amazing who only work out 2 or 3 days a week.
Really?
That's not me, right? That's not how I'm built. And I work out 5 or 6 times a week. I think what's amazing about Barry's, the formula that exists is it doesn't prioritize cardio over strength. We wrap them both up with equal importance. And so you're doing half the class interval running on the treadmills, which is very fat burning. You're not doing long endurance runs, right? It's short, sweet sprints, hill runs, great tunes, beat drops. It feels like a party. And then the other group is on the floor doing strength training, and then you switch.
Yeah.
And it's literally half and half. I feel like most workouts today prioritize one over the other, and I don't think you should.
So it's kind of fun. I mean, your Red Room is famous. I hear Red Room and I think it's 50 Shades of Grey, but this is a completely different kind of Red Room. I just want to say that now, people. Just want to say that now, not that kind of Red Room. But you've had some amazing people in this Red Room.
It depends which Red Room you go to,
I know.
to be honest.
OK, well, we'll park that one there. Breakfast TV and all
Let's
that.
start a rumour.
But you've trained the Khloe Kardashian, Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some client list. Is there anyone that you haven't trained that is kind of on your bucket list?
Oh, I mean, if we're talking, what about Paul Mescal?
Yeah.
I think that would be
He was in
cool.
pretty good
He's a
shape.
He got in
gladiator.
good shape for Gladiator.
Yeah.
He could bring Gracie. I love playing her
Gracie
remixes.
Abrams, yeah.
So that would be really fun.
Yeah, so Paul Mescal, if Paul's mammy might be watching. You know?
Be watching himself. We don't
give
know.
Barry's a call. Get him into the Red Room.
Because you are coming to Ireland.
Yes. Next month.
For good, like permanent premises here in
Yes.
Dublin.
We are so excited. We're going to be on Dawson Street.
Yeah, but the market is so crowded. I mean, how do you, as co-CEO, I mean, how do you make the business plan for that to be a viable, thriving business? Because there's so much in the fitness industry now. It's worth billions worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Dublin, so our growth strategy is informed by a number of different things. A lot of it has to do with demo and psychographic and what you see on paper, data analysis, right? But the other piece is we just listen to our clients. And I can't even tell you how long I've been receiving messages from people who live in Dublin and have been asking for Barry's to come.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's a lot. We have 9 studios in the UK. So there's that relationship of people that go back and forth and just, want to have that experience here. So.
Oh, can't wait for that. And of course, you've been in Wellfest as well this weekend.
Yes.
How's that been?
So fun.
You got the weather anyway, which is unusual for Ireland.
Absolutely beautiful. I was like, wait, should I leave Miami and move to Dublin? And everyone's like, no, this never happened.
Oh, no. We block booked it just for you guys.
Yeah.
Just so that you can get it
awesome.
Now,
and enjoy
unfortunately, myself and Martin forgot our
I
workout gear.
forgot my gear.
Which is terrible.
I forgot my shorts.
But Kevin did. Now, Joey, I'm going to ask you
boots.
to go over and join our lovely Kevin for the moment because you're going to put him through his paces. Off you go.
Okay,
Kevin,
great.
how do you feel about this now? The thighs are looking good.
Thighs are looking good,
You're as fit as a
actually.
fiddle
Let's get
anyway,
a look
aren't
at
you?
Joey's thighs. I think my thighs measure up. I'm ready for it. I feel like Rocky Balboa.
All right, so
Nice.
at Barry's,
Yeah.
we do. Have you ever done a Barry's class?
I do plenty of Barry's classes.
Oh, great.
I haven't been in a while, actually.
Oh, I love that.
I've kind of eased off in the running because of my knees.
Oh, great. So
Yeah.
each day we work out a different muscle group. And so we're going to take you through a couple days of the week. So this would be typical on a Monday. You're doing a
Right.
basic bicep curl. And then we do like an Arnold press, right? So we're isolating muscles
do one of
here.
those.
These are your secondary muscles.
Now, for the
biceps.
viewers at home, I do have heavier dumbbells
He does.
than Joey,
He's
just in
showing me
case you
up.
think I'm struggling a bit more.
And now do an overhead tricep extension, right? And so we're hitting every single muscle in these
Look at you
arms.
smiling whilst you're doing that.
And
That's
then we
the-
put it all together. And then while we're doing this, and we're strength training on the floor, we see all those beautiful people behind us running on the treadmills, and we know that's coming up next, right? So that is what we do at Barry's.
Wait, we're going running next. Where are we running?
We're gonna, well, we won't
we're not
here on
running.
the show, but if we were in a Barry's class, we'd be hopping on those
hopping
treadmills.
on the treadmill.
So next, lower body is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So put your weights up on your
like a
shoulder.
lower body.
Yeah. Give me a squat.
Look at that squat.
Bring it up. Deadlift. Bring it up. And then give me a back lunge.
Now, there's another set of dumbbells
Got
there,
it.
Elaine.
Come join us.
Please do.
And so that's a Tuesday, hitting lower body.
Hitting Tuesday, lower
Wednesday
body.
is one of my favorites because it's
Hump
chest
day.
and back.
Chest and
so we're
back.
gonna hit the floor on this one. All right,
chest
come
and
with me,
back.
Kevin. Come down on top of your weights and give me like 3 push-ups.
3 push-ups.
On your toes. 1, 2, 3, and then you hold it at the top.
Right.
And give me a
We're doing a
renegade
roll.
Yep. So we always work opposing muscles at Barry's, right? So you're doing the chest, you're doing the back here, also working your abs by holding your core. Now go back into those push-ups.
Oh,
1,
nearly slipped. It's a linoleum floor. It's a bit slippy.
2, 3, and give me a couple more rows here. I heard we were both at Wellfest yesterday.
We were both at Wellfest.
teaching a
I was over in the spin tent.
I'm sorry I couldn't get into your class. It was sold out.
Are you here again today? It was sold out.
I leave today.
You leave today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have come and done the... Anyway, look,
Can I hop up?
if you're opening up in Dublin, I can come to one of the classes in Dublin.
Yes, we would love that.
Let's do that.
We could team teach.
Let's do that. Get me into Barry's.
So
I'm gone
fun.
from this gig today. They're firing me.
We'll do it.
Right. I'm a bit wrecked. I think it's time for a break so I can catch my breath.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank
Really
you.
enjoyed
This
it.
is so
Thanks
fun.
to Joey Gonzalez of Barry's Gym for that workout. We'll see you back here shortly.